The drums is like, aside from my family and loved ones, it's like the one thing in my life that has given me all the love back that I've put into it.
Welcome everybody to Nashville Drummers Podcast, episode 90. Today's guest is Luke Zajdel. Not Zajdel, not Zajdel, Zajdel. It's Polish, look it up. Luke plays with a variety of artists, including Walker Montgomery and my friend Derek Allen. Shout out Young Dirk, the youngest man in America. We get into conversations about crying happy tears at the return of Rush and the lessons that he got from Neil, the things that he could and couldn't bring to his country gig, listening to a new album every day this year, and, of course, if you've seen him play, his epically perfect posture. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Nashville Drummers Podcast. Hugs and kisses.
Little moonlight radio, still got a little all night long left, all night long left to go. Well, the lights are up.
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
That's awesome.
Okay, how do you say your last name?
Zajdel.
That's what I thought. So it's a silent J.
It's like the A is a Y, the J is silent, D-E-L, something like. We're Polish. We like to make things complicated. We're all that. So I get that a lot. It was always fun growing up playing Little League Baseball. Get up to the plate and they'd announce your name. Now coming to the plate, Luke Zajdel.
Yeah, right.
Like, fuck, close enough.
See, if you just said in a vacuum without actually having spelled it, it's Zajdel and the J is silent. You're like, get fucked.
Yeah. Like, what does that even mean?
What are you talking about? There's a J in it at all? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary.
Yeah, but
So how was it being last in line growing up in school?
dude, yeah, I got used
Last
to that.
in everything, right?
I went to my high school. We had like 600 some people in our graduating class. So graduation day, man, I'm just sitting there looking at my, waiting to get called up. Like, man, I just want to go home. Like, spend enough time in this school. I'm ready to get out. But nah, it's all good.
yeah, dude, you said you just got home. You're like, I didn't even have time to shave. Where were you?
We were out. We hit kind of the East Coast this weekend. We started out in Norfolk, Virginia, and went over, got to do a little hometown show in Pittsburgh, which was really cool.
Another hometown show.
Yeah, man. It's like 2 in the last 2 months.
Yeah, we'll get into all that. Give the good listeners just a quick overview, maybe who you've been playing for recently.
Yeah, man. So I play for a guy named Walker Montgomery. He's a country artist. Might know his dad, a guy named John Michael Montgomery. He's got the.
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, play some stuff of that down Broadway. Yeah. But yeah, man, Walker's been doing the thing now he's been here 6 or 7 years, and I just started with him. It's like November 2024. I got picked up with him.
Cool.
And man, it's been on a good trajectory. He just started with a label at the beginning of this year. It's I think Red Street Records, which is Jay DeMarcus. He's one of the Rascal Flatts guys.
Yeah,
it's his label. So they're like a mid-sized label, but they seem to be putting good, effort into him.
That's good company to be with.
Yeah, he was getting offers from the bigger ones, but was just worried about fighting for so long for a deal just to get shelved. Like didn't want that to happen. So these guys seems like they got something good going on, and I'm here for it, man.
Yeah.
So we're doing this. It's kind of his first promoted headline tour, the Saving the Honky Tonks tour, we're calling it, and checking out.
They need saving.
They do, man. I tell you what, man. But it's been going good. We're just kind of like testing out a lot of these markets. We've been doing these like opening slots in, seeing how we draw, and shit. Maybe people will show up, maybe they won't. But it's been good so far.
It's been solid.
Yeah. It's been pretty good. It's you never know what you're gonna get, but.
So last year you guys were opening for Cody Johnson.
Yeah, right? Man. Yeah. We had
that was the first hometown show.
We did that. Yeah, that was just last month, and so that show was funny. It was supposed to be back in October, and a few of these shows actually were supposed to be back in the fall, and we were at the time doing a show down in New Braunfels, Texas. And it was like a Thursday show, and then we had Friday off to fly up and do a Kojo show in Columbus. And we had just getting ready for the show on Thursday, and we got a call from management that Kojo was sick, had to cancel the weekend. So it was like, fuck, we're all gonna fly home. Hopefully everything's good, because the Pittsburgh show is the next month.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks later, we get a call like, hey, things aren't looking good.
Still
He
not
has to
good.
have surgery. He
man.
blew his eardrum somehow. It was something that caused him to cancel the whole rest of his year.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, man. Because I
Yeah,
had already
you're so looking forward to that.
I was, man, and I'd already like booked a flight to go home early and hang with the
Sure, man,
fam
make
and
a
all
lot
that.
of
man.
And
Yeah.
and I still went home because it's like I only really get home for Christmas otherwise.
Yeah.
So I'm like, any chance I get to take off and see the people, I'm like, may as well just stick with that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, it all worked out. I was a little worried we weren't going to be on the makeups, but sure as shit, it was.
Yeah, let's go.
It was good to see that on the master tour at the beginning of the year,
Dude,
and then
yeah,
they threw
so
us
glad.
threw us another one or so. So
Where was that? I remember seeing like the pictures or the posts from it, and how special that obviously was for you. Was that an arena? that you guys
yeah,
played?
it's PPG Paints Arena. So
Cool.
that's where like the Pittsburgh Penguins play, and
Sick.
man, seeing my first concert there, which was Rush back in 2010.
No way.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, we are my whole family. We're diehard Rush fans. Well, that's my uncle and dad have seen them every tour since 2112 back in '76.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I've got like bootleg cassettes that my uncle, recorded back in those days. And
What's your favorite, since,
Yeah, we're done.
yeah, what's your favorite Rush record? And why?
I can say that pretty confidently. It's the last album they did, Clockwork Angels.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, most people probably wouldn't say that. You'd probably usually say the classics. But like at that point, that came out in 2012. And that's when I was just like really starting to get into music heavily. And I'd been drumming for a year or two at that point. And all I was listening to and playing was Rush. That's all it was.
Yeah.
So like something about your favorite band ever releasing new music when you're young and like just obsessed with it at that point is like the coolest thing. So I remember, when those singles were coming out, listening to those before I'd go to whatever, 6th, 7th grade in the morning. And then that album came out that summer and it's just like, it like you could tell it felt like it was the last record, just it's a concept album.
Yeah.
And just there's something in it, man, that like I don't even listen to it that much because I'm afraid of wearing it out. Like
it's like sacred.
It's literally like that's how it feels.
Well, yeah, especially those formative years, like anything that happened in like early middle school, high school years, like especially musically.
Yeah,
and
man.
development.
It's
still sticks
everything.
with you.
Well, I feel like with a band like Rush, when you've put out first of all, just put out so many albums.
Yeah.
But when you're coming into it at 2012, you're like, or like slightly before that, because you were into them before that, but you're like, now I'm into it. I'm playing drums. I'm learning these things.
Yeah.
I bet that feels kind of like, again, sacred, kind of holy and untouchable. And like, well, they've done the thing. They don't have to do any more things. Well, they put out a new record.
Yeah,
and it's badass. You're like, oh my, how can this even be a thing?
Yeah, man. It was so exciting. And like again, I knew it was like, this is probably going to be the last time I'm ever going to get to hear new music from these guys, which was a bummer because I was like so young and just like getting into it then. But
you can go see them with Annika?
oh, dude.
I was going to ask what your
I
thoughts are.
cried that day, man. I swear to God. And that's funny too. The day they announced that they were coming back was the day that we got the call that the Kojo tour was canceled.
Oh,
so I had this like weird mix of emotions.
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, fucking so excited about this, and then 2 hours later, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna miss doing these cool shows. But either way, it was a treat, man. And I haven't gotten tickets for it yet because I'm just waiting to see how it works with my schedule. But
sure.
a lot of those shows they've announced are like some Tuesday, Wednesday shows. So I'm like, fuck it. If I got to fly to Fort Worth on a Tuesday, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, man.
I won't miss it.
So you've seen Neil play multiple times.
5 times I got to see him. Yeah.
What is that like? Because a lot of us have just seen the videos and.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been, I guess, over 10 years since I've seen him last. I saw the last tour in 2015. Yeah, like it was just all I would watch the whole concert. I mean, I'd be air drumming everything. Like I was like
you and every other drummer.
I was like every other fan there, man. And it's like I just couldn't take my eyes off of it. Just the kit, and the sound was so massive, and it's so hard to explain. And I wish I could remember all of it more clearly. Yeah, 'cause it's been so long.
Did he rip a solo every show?
Yeah. What was cool, like the first 2 times I saw him was the Time Machine tour where they did all the moving pictures. I actually got to see the one that they filmed in Cleveland,
No way.
which was really
Wow.
cool. I get to have that,
Yeah.
But that tour was the last time he did like his like 9-minute solo, and then after that, I think, I don't know this for fact, but I think he started cutting them. He would do like 2 shorter ones the next tour. I think because he was getting older, and
Yeah.
I mean, playing that show for 3 hours. I couldn't fucking imagine at that age, like how physically demanding that is.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, I can understand why he would probably cut a 9-minute solo in half and do 2 separate ones. But yeah, I got to see that. It just always gives me chills, man, just thinking about it. And like, I'm not one of those guys that's going to be like, Neil's always going to be my favorite drummer, but I'm not going to be like those old school guys. It's like, Neil's fucking the best, and if you don't believe that, you're wrong. Like, I love him. I love everything about him, but I'm like, there's some things that I got from his playing that didn't translate so well moving to Nashville, and like some mindset stuff. But at the end of the day, Neil will always be my guy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I grew up obsessing over that stuff, because it was good learning that first, getting that side of the chops and understanding, weird time signatures, and at a young age when your brain is developing and just absorbing that so quickly that it was a lot fucking harder learning Danny Carey stuff like the last 2 years, man. It's I don't know if as you get older it's like harder to absorb stuff as quickly, but it feels like it sometimes.
It definitely gets harder. Also, you have less time.
That too. That is very true.
It's a double whammy as you're well. My neuroplasticity isn't what it used to be, and I don't have the time to just obsessively listen to and just hit these things over and over and over like I used to. Man, I wish I did.
Yeah.
I do too, man. Like, I could, I wish I could go back to the days of just spending hours and hours in the house and just shedding and learning stuff. But
we didn't realize how good we had it.
We really did, man.
Now we're like adults, and we got rent to pay.
Adulting's tough, isn't it?
What's that?
Adulting's tough.
Adulting, oh my God. Yeah. You are young.
Horrific.
We don't use that term because it actually sucks. So.
Okay, here's a random question, out of my own curiosity about you, my friend.
Yeah.
If you had 6 months right now to just be obsessive and be like a kid with your instrument, what would you mess with? What would you work on? What would you play around with?
Wow, that's a loaded question, because I could take that so many different directions, I feel like.
Totally. That's exactly why I want to hear where you go.
Yeah, man. Like, one of my things this year, a little bit of a New Year's resolutioner, is like, I made a thing that I was going to listen to a new album that I've never listened to every day for the whole year, and just see what I can dive into and find. It's like, some stuff's going to stick, some stuff won't, but just, see what comes up and what sticks with me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been where I've been landing with that, and finding new stuff that I probably should have already listened to, but now I'm like.
Are we talking across genres, or are you
absolutely
into a certain lane?
Yeah, anything.
With the intent to purposely go beyond, obviously, the gig you're on in country music? Like, are you listening to like an EDM album or the top pop songs?
I listened to like a Lil Wayne album last week,
so
something that had no real drums in it, but I was like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously leaning mostly into drumming and all that, just trying to be as well rounded as I can. That being said, sorry to dabble around the question. I love the Tower of Power stuff and the Garibaldi. Like, that's such a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
that
you spend your whole life doing just that.
It's literally, man. Like, I've been starting to go down that more the last year or two, and just obsessed over that stuff, man. That's, I think that's something I wish I had gotten into earlier. But now it's like, any chance I can to shed some of that stuff and dive into a little bit of the books and whatnot.
Do you mess with Future Sounds? Have you messed with that book?
I don't know if I have that one. I have this one that's like, it incorporates like a second hi-hat thing. I forget which one it's called.
I had that book if you want to borrow it.
I would be into that for sure.
That's one that a lot of my friends have been like, yeah, you got to get into Future Sounds. And it's all about displacing rhythms.
Yeah.
So, and that's Garibaldi is just
he's the king of that. He's the absolute king.
He's
man.
just disgusting.
It's
at that.
like him and Gad for me are like I'm just like, absorbing so much of that stuff.
Yeah,
they're different in their own ways, but yeah, I mean, so that's to answer your question. That's kind of part of that. Man, as far as like the rock side of things, I really just got into fucking Seven Dust lately, man. Morgan Rose, like. So you guys know Mark Poiesz, right?
Yeah.
Mark. Mark's been like one of my closest mentors, I'd say, since I moved to town, especially the last couple of years. I've worked pretty extensively with him on like the lesson side and the coaching side of things, getting me where I want to be and where I need to be mentally and just all around in the game. But when I was getting ready for a tour last year I was going out with a guy named Corey Marks, and he had some pretty it was like a rock country gig, but it was a rock band. Like we were all pretty metal influenced guys, and we wanted the band to kick ass. And I'd already done a few shows with him back in 2024, but for this tour, I was like, I was already playing the parts. Like parts were there, I had those down, but I was like, I want to figure out how I can take it up a notch and like be the best rock drummer I can for this, because it's what it needs and what's going to separate me from just playing the parts. And Mark kind of got me into watching some Morgan Rose stuff and Will Hunt also from Evanescence and just like the showmanship side of things. And Mark too, just like you guys have seen him play. He's just like, I watch him play and my testosterone level goes up. It's insane, man.
Exactly,
the physicality of that, but like how effortless and like correct, if you want to call it is, the way he plays, using as little energy as possible, and man, so getting into that stuff and trying to get those chops down and like
flashy yet efficient.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Yeah. It's like I want to have the cool stick tricks. Like, I mean, I'm not as good as Kinka. Kinka's like he's a stick trick guy.
Yeah,
him and Jordan are like, but I just wanted to have a couple things in my back pocket to like incorporate into slamming, and that kind of raised that level up for me a bit. So those are kind of my main two, but I can keep going on that for.
Dude, I love that. Yeah.
Danny Carey was another one I really got into the last couple of years. I wouldn't really get into Tool at all growing up. I think it's kind of acquired taste, and then I kind of learned like if you don't like it, you should acquire some taste. That kind of thing.
Good. Yeah.
But so going down that rabbit hole just to like make sure I still had some of my progressive chops, if you want to call it, from the Neil days after playing country and Nashville style of playing for the last 4 years. Like the first 2 years were actually, we'll come back to this. I'm kind of getting off track now, but
dude,
like
go.
But like
go off the track.
I'm like jumping all over the place.
Easy.
It was like
anything Nate can do to get us off the rails.
You don't want to be on rails? Great.
No, let's go.
Here's a little
I'm all for it. I'm here for it, man.
We go.
No, it was like my first year or two here were like, it was all about finding the work and working as much as I could and trying to get to the level I wanted to, which was having a steady touring gig on somebody that's like an up and comer and on the right trajectory. So my first 2.5 years were just about fighting to get that, and whatever I had to do, networking, being around people I needed to be, whatever, to get that was the main job. And once I kind of landed into that, I felt like a lot of weight off my shoulders to finally put more of my time into the things that I really care about, which is drumming, really. Like that's right. I love the instrument so much. Like it feels like more than anything, it's like my life's goal and purpose to be as good at the instrument as I possibly can be. And will never try to compare myself or say I want to be like this person, or I'm ever going to be as good as this person, but whatever I can do to be the best version of myself behind the instrument,
Yeah.
The drums is like, aside from my family and loved ones, it's like the one thing in my life that has given me all the love back that I've put into it. I feel like
that's beautiful to hear. Yeah, and kudos for you to have that mindset. And I mean, you're one of my favorite drummers in town.
Oh,
like I love watching you play.
Thank you, man.
I mean, I don't think I've seen you live, but like from video, I will have to change that.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you can tell you just have a way about you. Like you're smiling. You can tell it. Like this is your thing. Like you're very comfortable.
Thank you, man. That's I try to put that out there when I'm playing. Just I want to look positive and happy and confident in what I do, and that's really what it's about. But so once I got into having the kind of work I wanted, I got back into taking lessons, man, and just practicing as much as I could and trying to get. And I'm still like that now. Like as much as I can, I just want to practice and get as good as work on the things I need to. And so that's really what it's been about lately. I
love that. It's like a never settle mindset.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even when you said like you had the parts down for the tour, but you wanted to level up and go.
Yeah, man. And it's really amazing to feel. And I even felt this way this past weekend. Like things have been a little bit hectic this past month with getting the tour ready and rehearsals and whatnot. So I didn't have as much time in the practice room, but I had a couple hours before we left this past week to shed out a bit. And the next show we played on Thursday, it's just like everything just feels so good. Like it's just like everything clicks. So when you get in the grind of things and you're shedding consistently, like it really pays off and feels good.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It really does, man.
Yeah,
you know that. You guys both know that.
Especially you, Nate.
You guys both
know
do.
That something I read in a manga once. It was
what?
Not everyone who works hard is successful, but everyone who is successful has worked hard.
That is a fact.
So
100%.
Like, well, I can't guarantee that I'll be a success, but I can guarantee I'm gonna work my ass off.
Man.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Whatever things I can control, I'm gonna do whatever I can to.
Yep.
Yeah.
And after that, like they say in this town, you kind of create your own luck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
you might remember this, maybe not. Our past roundtable live podcast, we had Ethan Harb and the crew.
I heard.
I think the topic in this clip I made was about picking sub drummers, and they went around the room, and I think Ethan gave you a shout out.
He did, man. I was listening to that episode.
It was a reason like Luke is my go-to, and as soon as your name came up, everybody in the panel was like, "Oh, we love Luke."
That was really nice.
And
I
like,
heard that.
Again, like to coming back to like moving into this town, it's like all you can control is being the best version of yourself, and that hopefully that is the perception.
That's
you get, that's all you can ask for.
Absolutely, man.
So kudos to you for being obviously a professional.
It's likewise with both you guys. You guys are just absolute forces in this town, each in your own ways, and deserve every bit of success. Just
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's great just to sit in a room with you guys and nerd out about stuff. So.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
We're just dorks.
Yeah, as we all are.
Well, I want to go back to Neil Peart and Rush, because you mentioned you had a good line. Like you said, Neil's like my favorite, but
yeah, man,
you appreciate that it's not everyone's favorite, and there's things from Neil specifically that you have not taken to Nashville.
Yeah,
I mean, what was the mindset coming to Nashville, and maybe what were those things from Neil, and where have you found those inspirations from other drummers?
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, a good bit of that was like almost like a visual thing. Like Neil, when you watch Neil, he's very focused, locked in, which is a good thing, but like straight faced, very serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
very serious.
Because he's probably, I'm not counting, but he's playing 17 and 13, so that's why.
Yeah,
I get it.
So like that kind of I think rubbed off on me a lot as a kid, and I just kind of always had that same sort of look when I was playing for a lot of years.
Stoic.
Yeah, but like
same with me. Yeah,
and it kind of I feel like over time led to a bad habit of me just being like a little too tense and not breathing a lot. So like I had to do some work to kind of let go of that and get comfortable with looking like a dumbass even. Like
let's go.
And that was literally, dude, like
dumbass maxing. I'm about it.
I'm so here for it, dude. Yep. Like, and I remember after one of my lessons with Mark, when watching some of those Morgan Rose and Will Hunt clips, I like getting ready for that tour. I went into the bathroom mirror with my sticks and air drummed along to the set and tried to look as stupid as I could and get comfortable with it.
Yeah, that's how. Because you can always dial it back. If you go to the extreme, and then maybe during the show, it's like 5% back of that.
Yeah,
honestly, dude,
to know that limit. Yeah.
And it was brutal because I'm like, God, this looks so fucking corny, but I mean,
that's something I still struggle with. I mean, like you, I think I've always been a very like focused, serious player.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there really isn't. But it felt like, again, for that gig and that tour, and even just in general, it's translated into playing these country gigs now. Like, it helped to just loosen up and look like I'm having fun.
Yeah.
You know, I want to. In that mindset, I've struggled with that same thing, and kind of like at my heart, I'm a very goofy and like my thing is I really want to make people laugh. I really enjoy that experience.
You're good at that.
Thank you. But when it came to performing on stage, I felt like not free within that thing, which makes your story really resonate with me.
Yeah, man.
I did a couple things. I started like, have you ever heard of Tim Ferriss does these things called like fear inoculation, where he would just do something ridiculous like be in a line at some store and then just lay on the ground for 10 seconds and then just get up and he's like, you cannot explain why you did it.
Yeah,
and once you start doing a couple of those things, you realize this doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't, man.
And I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
And nobody's going to stop me.
Nobody's going to stop
Probably
you.
not. Hopefully not. But
if they do, then fuck them.
I'll probably never see them again anyways.
Yeah. We're free.
Sir,
I love that.
This is Hattie B's. You can't do that. The line is at the door as it is. Please stand up.
Yep. Well,
yeah.
I mean, that was a problem. You should have gone to Prince's. Anyway,
we could go.
Okay,
we'll get there later.
Yeah.
Oof, it's a
hot take.
Hot take, yeah. It's okay. I respect it.
Let's talk stage presence. Rezo Custom Drum Heads, powered by FDS Drum Services, is the easiest way to upgrade your look without actually, practicing. Rezo is what the pros are using on world tours right now. They've outfitted some of the biggest names in the industry because these custom heads are chip-resistant, affordable, come in multiple finishes, and look incredible. Logos, photos, or that weird drawing your bassist did. If you can dream it, Rezo can print it. Plus, they've got 5-star reviews, lightning fast turnaround, and they even do rush orders for you last-minute legends. Stop settling for good enough and get a custom head that survives the road. Get a free t-shirt with your order at rezoheads.com. That's REZO heads.com. Use code NDPFAM for a listener discount. That's NDPFAM.
It's kind of like that Jacob Collier thing too, is you're like, well, try to look as ridiculous as possible. He's like, you should write a song that's the worst song you could possibly write on purpose.
Yeah. I've heard that.
Damn,
that's brilliant.
Well, it's hard to make yourself do that though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've never written a song, but I can imagine
just put a bunch of bullshit in GarageBand and it's horrible.
It probably doesn't feel good, but
as you're like doing that in the mirror, is there a moment when you just go, this, like, even if I did this, like, I'm not going to be punished by the universe for doing this.
Right. I realized that, and that's kind of where it started to click. Like, it's really, I think it's just a self-conscious thing more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, kind of let your ego down a little bit. Like, it's kind of, you're going to be fine. People are going to like this more. Honestly, you're going to resonate with people more.
Really, for the audience.
100%, yeah.
It sounds like you have those goals to play bigger stages, and as Mark will say in his course, he talks about looking the part, playing the part, being a good person.
Exactly.
Big three. Looking the part is like not looking serious, and like how do you actually perform?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a factor, and it's a lot of people don't want to talk about it, right? It's like
100%.
I got fired, or why is this guy on the gig? He can't play these chops. Well,
the
live show is probably awesome, and he probably fits in great.
Yeah, he's the whole package. You got to be the whole package. Yeah. So it was about figuring that out, and but also not wanting to be associated as like a basher or like the rock. This guy's just a rock drummer. Like, I care about coming from a lot of different influences and backgrounds. I don't want to be known as just like a guy that hits hard and the rock drummer stereotypes. Like, I want to look effortless. I want to look like how do I say it?
Well, we're going to focus on feel.
Smooth.
Yeah, smooth.
Well, you have,
feel.
you have I've said this, and I think I even said it that night when you came up, like, he has the best posture I've ever seen.
Yeah, we're going to get there. Yeah, you really do. Yeah. It's crazy.
We'll get into that. I always appreciate hearing that. That's nice. Yeah, man. But I just want to look and sound professional in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And whatever that means. But yeah,
man.
Seems like you're doing it.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying my damnedest. Yeah. But it's a journey, man. That's what this is all about, and that's why we do what we do, and we keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So take us into that move to Nashville. When was that? Where were you kind of coming from school or from the Pittsburgh area?
Yeah. So I was just over 4 years ago now. I moved April 1st, 2022. Okay. And man, I'll take it back to out of high school. I was accepted to Musicians Institute out in Hollywood, like the music school out there, and wanting to get out there. And my drum teacher at the time he was like a LA drummer for some years and had some connections, and just wanted to see how that was going to play out there. And at the time I was in a relationship with a girl, and she was in it too, to go out to Hollywood, and she was accepted to a school there to do her thing. And we were, it was like a month before graduation. We were getting ready to take a trip to sign a lease on an apartment, find a place to live and all that. And she was having some health issues at the time that they weren't really sure what was going on. So basically, long story short, we cut off the move. She had to get that stuff taken care of. Yeah. So I backed out of that, and looking back at it now, I'm like, that was the best thing that I could have done, because I would be in a completely different. I don't know where I'd be right now. Yeah. I would be in a lot of debt.
A pop drummer.
I mean, that's cool. That'd be great. Yeah. I would be in $300,000 of debt.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
would definitely suck. But so I ended up staying around Pennsylvania. I just wanted to play as much as I could. So like I had been playing in bars since I was 12 at that point. My dad and uncle had a band since they were teenagers. They were popular back then, like a local cover band. They did like an AC/DC tribute, a Rush tribute, and just all around like that 70s, 80s rock stuff. And they were still going at that point. So I was around 11, 12 years old, and starting to go in and sit in with them at times. And eventually led to their drummer kind of wanted to back out. And so I stepped in and started learning these 3-hour rock cover gigs and playing, getting snuck into dive bars and fire halls and whatnot. And
foreshadowing your Broadway years. Huh?
Very much, man. That's
and just quick, because we ask every guest, what was that first kit for you? First drum set?
First kit was actually came from that said drummer in my dad's band. I still have it today. It was a custom, all Keller shells. They're all custom ordered through a company up in New York, I think called Precision Drum. Okay. It was like 3 racks, 1 floor, it's like 10, 12. Big, deep size, pretty deep sizes, like 10 by 10 or 11, like, rock drummer sizes.
Yeah.
And 22-inch kick drum with this like cool old vintage like satin flame, orange flame finish.
Okay, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
From videos. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's like still a killer kit, man. Like I'll use that if I'm doing like a remote session at home. Like that kit has this really like vintagey sound to it compared to my other kits. Yeah. So I actually, going back even more, after I left my middle school to go into high school, I donated that kit to my middle school because they needed a better kit at the time. So they had that for however many years, 6-7 years. And then it's like fall of 2023, I'd came back to Greensburg for the weekend, catch up with the family. And my middle school band director reached out to me, said that the school was going to be shutting down and closing in the next year, and she wanted to get that kit back to me. So I got to get that kit back into my possession, which was pretty cool. And
it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Wow. That is special, man.
Yeah, it really was. Now, I mean, at the time, I didn't care about getting rid of it because I was just like, I was a kid. I didn't have that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the next thing, and that's
exactly
the next thing is what I want anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, but now I like have that sentimental value of it. And
damn, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I even have the original 10-inch head that was on that drum from the day I started playing on it. I played it on that tour.
Now you're showing off.
I played it on that tour last year.
You're going to be framing that at some point.
Yeah, maybe, man. It's cool though, man. Yeah. I still love that kit, but yeah, we started with that.
Hey drummers, do you need a place to practice on actual drums? Drumbox has locations in Lafayette and Longmont, Colorado, and their newest location is right here in Nashville, Tennessee. You can book sessions online and get the space to yourself. Each Drumbox location is fully equipped with 2 kits, cymbals, hardware, and even sticks are provided. 30-minute, 1-hour, and 2-hour sessions are available at www.drumbox.space. Use the coupon code ANDP25 for 25% off your first session. The coupon code is valid at all 3 locations. Again, that's www.drumbox.space.
Then, okay, so yeah, take us into, when did it move to Nashville? Talk us through like that transition.
Yeah, so that said girl I was in a relationship with, ended up getting out of that in like fall of 2021 for whatever reasons. And I was, at that point, I had been in that relationship for 5.5 years, all of my high school life basically, and this was my first time being a young adult and having the world to myself, it felt like. So I was like, I was already very antsy about, I wanted to get somewhere to play music full time. I was, there's only so much work I could do around Pennsylvania, basically just playing Fridays and Saturdays, and that was cool, but that wasn't gonna make me a living.
You wanted more.
Yeah.
You knew you were capable of more.
Yeah. So just a couple weeks later, I took a trip down to Nashville, and man, I was instantly sold. I was like, yeah, it's happening. So that was like October 2021. Then I came back in January of 2022 to find the apartment, sign that lease, and just seal the deal, man. And it just,
rest history.
This is basically like a 6-month turnover from this stage of my life ended and next chapter started.
Yep.
And it was very overwhelming, man. It was like it was an emotional time in its own way.
Yeah.
Because I had so many memories growing up in my hometown, and I'm just very close to my family and my friends there. But it was like, all good things got to come to an end, and I had to do what I got to do. I'm not good at anything else. I'm like, I got to play to my strengths, man. I don't have much else going for me.
You'll never lose those friendships and family. And as you said, you go back a few times a year, and
yeah,
that's probably even more meaningful once you're back.
Yeah, man. Right. Exactly. It's always a trip, man.
Oh, Luke's in town. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, and at this point, it's more about the family, because a lot of my friends have moved away and gone about to do their lives. But it's I'm a very nostalgic person, so like, anytime I go home, I drive around the old hoods and see all the old spots and take it in, man.
Does it feel like there's enough time when you're back, or does it feel like no?
Never does. No, I'll go back. I always go back for Christmas because I'm like, there's nothing going on here.
Yeah,
it's Broadway's dead, touring's over, so I'm like, why would I stay here when I don't have any family here, really? Like, I got to go home and see them.
You want some East Coast snow, I bet, too, right?
That too, dude. Christmas in the North.
Something about that, yeah.
Christmas in the North is way different. And I love living in the South, honestly. Like, more, I feel like I fit in better down here. But I will say, going home for Christmas is goated.
Yeah, man.
The snow, the way everyone decorates, and like Christmas spirit is real there. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's always special.
Yeah, you actually get a white Christmas out there. Yeah,
sometimes, but even just the spirit of it all.
Yeah,
like it's the snow's hit or miss, but yeah, it just feels different. Where were we? I forget.
Well, let's talk mindsets.
Yeah,
because you mentioned back to Neil Peart, moving to Nashville again. So obviously Neil's style of drumming very different than the pro working country drummer.
Yeah,
how did you go about that? And let's dive into some of those mindsets and what obviously you have found success in a lot of those ways.
Yeah, man. It's just before getting into Nash, and I was starting to get into some more of the country stuff and started filling in with some country bands up in Pennsylvania to dive into that. And I understood that, like, I understood the idea of serving the song and playing the parts, because my whole thing was, like learning Neil's parts, like if you're going to play a Rush song, you have to play it like that. Like, you can't, those songs aren't meant to be improv over. So that's what, like you learn those note for note. At least that's how I did it, and I feel like they deserve to be done that way. So I had always grown up with the mindset of whatever song I had to learn, didn't matter who it was for. Like I learned it note to note for the record.
Well, as someone who's covered Todd Zuckerman's "Tears of Joy,"
that is
I agree
so
with you.
sick. I still love that you did that.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Like if I just played over it in 13, like okay, cool. That's not
exactly, and because that stuff was at least from Neil's perspective was written to be that way. He thought that stuff out, and it took me a while to understand that Nashville doesn't really work that way. Those session players just can shit all that stuff out on the spot, and it's awesome. Yeah. They're not doing take over take, thinking, oh, this fill will be better here, this phrasing will be better. It just comes out that way. So I kind of had to adjust to learning that language and getting into that side of things where getting comfortable with not always learning every little thing note for note.
Yeah.
Like I understood some things had to be note for note, certain fills and parts and beats have to be the right way, but a transition fill, like in country, that can kind of be whatever sometimes. Like that you can phrase that any different ways.
Yeah.
Whereas like, learning a Rush song, it's a people air drum that fill.
Right.
It's
that is more akin to, or at least that the spirit of what you're talking to is more akin to like how classical players.
Exactly.
You're not gonna improv around something that kind of sounds like this and call it like this isn't the thing that Mozart wrote. This isn't. Yes. I'm not playing these major scales and this is Bach now. Like that's
exactly.
You're either playing it or you're not playing it.
Exactly.
And I've got opinions on that too, but
sure.
But
by all means,
I don't want to. I can't rabbit trail this too much.
I'm here for it. Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah, man. So it took some learning to get out of that mindset of having to do everything like that, and that I would be spending hours and hours of time just trying to beat things into my head because I wasn't really charting for my first couple of years here. I would just listen to things over and over in my head till they were memorized.
The Nate Sletner approach.
Yeah,
just worked for him. Yeah.
I mean, it worked for me for up until I did a whiskey jam last year. That was last minute, like a last minute call, and I tried to cram everything in 3 hours, and I didn't bomb on it, but didn't go as well as I had thought.
It didn't feel as strong as you would have wanted.
No. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn charting, and that saved me massive amounts of time and headaches.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Would you say that shift of, again, like learning parts note for note and fills to be, I mean, it sounds like maybe that shift has helped with your identity, right? Because it forces you to like, well, what would I play here?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be what anybody else has played or what's on this recording.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? It starts to, I guess, make you kind of dig into your own language and how you speak on the kit.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of start to see all my old influences, how they speak through me, how that comes out, and then the importance of getting new influences and how those can affect that. But
it's always evolving.
If like a phrasing or style of playing, I feel like is a little native to me or is a little not comfortable to me. Like I understand, like I can understand where it comes from and the homework I need to do to get that to be part of my language and change my presentation on the kit.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
I think that's just that's kind of what I feel with Rush, because we'll play. I would like to play Tom Sawyer a little bit more accurately than I have played it downtown. But that's.
I'm not hating on that by any means. I promise.
I know you're not. But my thought has always been start by learning it as close to exactly as possible. And then once you're really deep, like that's what I call like diving deep into it. Like you have to understand the spirit of the thing, and that's how you serve the song. It's like you really understand why it worked.
Exactly, you understand that drummer's language and the influences that they came from,
right, and
how that translates into how they speak on the kit.
And that sounds like what you're doing.
I'm trying my damnedest. It's that's what it's about, though. I feel like.
Is there anything you would do differently terms of your first year here, moving here, like either to be more prepared or like networking or, you know, doing Broadway gigs?
That's a good question, man. I don't know if I would. I do feel like everything's meant to fall in place.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's got their own journey inside of things, and you know, I was a little self-conscious for a while around early 2024, where like I saw, and I wasn't jealous or upset in a bad way, but like a lot of the people I was coming up with were like doing some really cool shit, and I was like still struggling to get there, and that can be a tough thing on your ego at first.
Sure
I was
can.
always happy for those people, and I'll defend them to the day I die. They deserve those jobs,
Yeah.
every one of them. But I was struggling to get to where I wanted, and that's kind of where working with Mark kind of came into play, because I was in kind of a bad mindset, it felt like, and I wanted to see how I can snap out of that, and how I needed to readjust my thinking and approach all around.
Dude, tell me.
I feel like, you know, that's I mean,
There's a reason
Mark's-
I went to Mark as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he is the
you're-
sensei,
Preach.
man.
Yeah. I hear you, brother. Yeah.
He really is.
I think we're all going through that at different levels, and
Oh, so much.
you know, a lot
man.
of, especially with social media, like we don't see that. You know, we see the wins. We don't see like,
Exactly. Yeah.
the struggles behind that. And
Yeah, everybody's got them, man, and that's I think that's an important thing for new people to town to understand, is everybody's dealing with something in their own way, whether they know it or not, or whether they show it or not.
Both.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. So you know, nobody's alone in that, and I'll always say, like, as long as you stick to your guns, keep showing up, being a good person, doing all the right things, like, things will fall into place in a matter of time.
Good things will come.
Always.
You know?
Yeah, this town.
Like, I mean, like I
rewards-
said earlier, it's no guarantee of a certain level of success, but
Sure,
you would hope that good things would come.
good things will come. Absolutely, whatever that means, and that can be up to each of their own. But things will fall into place.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mark kind of got me snap out of things, for lack of a better term, and get me. You know, I got into some meditation stuff and like just different practices to just get my mind a little more positive and forward thinking, and just overall just improve my quality of life. It felt like
How do you meditate?
Man, I'm a little out of practice right now, I'll be honest with you, but I do got to get back into that. But you know, for me, it was just taking 5 to 10 minutes every morning, sitting down and closing my eyes, and just kind of, one thing we did was like any kind of thought that would come to my head, I just note it in my mind, and just to get present with your mind and know where your thoughts are going. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, man, but just little stuff like that adds up with practice and makes such a difference.
Yeah.
I don't understand the way he does, but I've practiced that stuff a bit, and it felt like it made a difference for me.
Yeah.
Would you say, what would you say it moved the needle on for you personally, if anything, like if you can quantify?
Yeah, I mean, just my overall attitude, I feel like, and being less self-conscious, I think, and, less judgmental of myself, most of all, I think. I think that's a big thing a lot of people deal with, is just a lot of self-judgment, and that will weigh you down more than you know until you start to feel that weight kind of come off your shoulders, and and then that affects every aspect of your life, on the stage, behind the scenes, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So
Relationships.
everything.
especially.
Yeah, absolutely. So I that's why I give a lot of props and credit to Mark for just kind of getting me into a better place mentally, and then that just things took off from there. It felt like.
Wow, that's
So
awesome.
I mean, whether or not that's what caused everything to fall into place, I don't know. But to me, that was
Yeah.
that made a big difference.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Dude, I used to have a great meditation habit, and I've been so out of it for so long.
Yeah.
And I've just been telling myself over and over that I need to get back into it. And just hearing you say that just has me reaffirmed that need for me. So thank you.
We should figure something out together, man. We should get a little routine going.
Dude,
see what
let's go.
trade ideas.
Let's
see what
go. Yeah,
I'm
I
here
love
for
that
it,
idea.
You know?
Yeah.
Little padding, little meditation.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, a post-meditation pad time sounds like
Everything,
Chef's
man.
kiss.
Everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
How do you get the perfect Nashville kick drum tone? It starts with a lowboy leather daddy bass drum beater.
This leather-faced beater occupies the sonic space between felt and wood beaters. It's punchy enough to cut through the mix on those 4-on-the-floor barn burners with the warmth you need for slow ballads. Okay, but who plays a leather daddy? Garrett Goodwin from Carrie Underwood's band uses one. Lee Brice drummer Donnie Marple plays a pair. Walk down Broadway any night of the week and you're going to hear one. In Nashville, you can test drive a lowboy beater at Drumbox and grab one at Forks, Drum Supply, or Nelson's. Check out lowboybeaters.com to learn more.
I was going to ask more about touring next, kind of maybe a good segue.
Yeah.
In terms of, mindsets on the road and mental health and pre-show habits, rituals, besides maybe meditation.
Yeah.
But because it sounds like that's this has been the most extensive touring you've done since growing up and playing the weekend bar gigs. Like this is kind of a new thing for you.
Definitely is. And, I'm still not a level of a lot of people's, when I'm not doing these extensive stadium tours and 2-week, 3-week long tours, but like we're doing a lot of, I think I did somewhere between 80 and 100 shows on the road last year across these between Walker and So I'm starting to get in the swing of things and figure out how that side of things works. Just like mentally and staying sharp in that way, I feel like, and getting into good habits. It's a learning curve, man, and it's different for everyone, I feel like. But, before going on stage, just getting into a good practice routine, just a warm-up thing, and going through I just do some basic rudiments and warm-ups and, try to get my body moving in general, do some running around or goofy-looking arm waves and whatnot. Right. But that side of things, and then...
Don't gatekeep. What kind of arm movements you doing?
Oh man, just moving my arms in a circle. Right. Anything, just get.
Anybody who has who's playing looks as good as yours, I want to know what your. I want to know.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
maybe we've kind of talked about it before, but
yeah, fitness in general is like definitely a solid hobby and passion of mine. Yeah. Like if I'm not at home practicing, my 1 hour of the day is always going to the gym and trying to just keep myself as healthy as I can. And this year, another one of those resolutions was getting my cardio kind of back up because I've neglected that way more than I should.
Yeah.
And it's brutal at times. Yeah, man. So that and stretching too, man. I'm like, my body's so tight, man, which shouldn't feel that way for as young as I am. Yeah. But you're like, are you into, correct me if I'm wrong, are you into yoga or like, you're a pretty flexible guy from what
I am. I grew up doing I grew in martial arts, so I did a lot.
Oh, then you're the real deal then.
But I'm loving this conversation.
Yeah.
I really am relating to so much that you're saying, and I'm really working on my cardio and my flexibility this year. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this because I'm still. People are like, dang, you're flexible. I'm like, y'all don't even know.
You don't know that. Yeah.
You don't even know.
You should have seen my prime. Yeah.
It's give me. I'm on it right now. So give me 3 months, and you're gonna be like,
makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I started getting into just like a little bit of a lower body stretching routine lately, and still trying to keep to that can be difficult on the road and whatnot, but. Just
stretching your hips.
My hips are awful, man. Like my lower back, my hips. Like it's not like it'll be really bad in 40 years if I don't do anything about it now. That's how it feels. Like I'm fine, but it's gonna be bad if I don't do something about it now.
Do you regularly see a chiropractor or anybody?
Not so much chiropractor, but physical therapist. I'm starting to get back into that a little bit. My girlfriend actually is a physical therapist too, so that is all the
cheat
better.
Code
is a huge cheat
bullshit.
Code.
I'm out of here.
Huge, she will kick my ass if I don't do my stretches. She's really good with that stuff. So having that in my back pocket helps.
Dang, man.
So back to posture though. I'm not gonna let you.
We're not.
I'm not off the hook.
We went all around it, but we're going right in there.
Has your posture always been pretty good? Has that been a focus recently? I mean, have you taken? I personally had a lesson with Dave Elich this year.
Yes,
which was interesting.
I'll be curious to hear about that sometime.
Yeah. He's okay. No, he's good. He's doing a lot of good things, I think, for the community.
Definitely. Yeah.
But yeah,
everybody's got their opinions on that for sure.
What has your process been? Because I think you can attest to this. I just know, like, seeing comments on a lot of your videos, it'd be like, dude, this guy's got one of the best postures out there. And
that's always a nice thing to hear, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier because I had a feeling this was going to be brought up, so I had to go back and think about it.
It's like, damn it, they're going to talk about posture.
I remember when I was in middle school. This is so funny and like young and immature of me. But I was really into Motley Crue at the time, and Mick Mars, their guitarist, has a crippling disease where he's like bent over. But I thought he was so fucking cool, and I wanted to lean into that, and I
you literally want to lean into that.
It's so bad, man. And I used to kind of walk hunched over because I just like.
Oh my gosh.
I want to be like that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's so bad. I know.
I think you broke Nate.
Oh, incredible. Thank you. That's gold.
I was just young and wanting attention. And then my grandpa was like, don't do that. You're going to mess yourself up. Yeah. So he said it sternly enough that I snapped out of that. And then I started walking normal again.
It's like your dad telling you not to don't make that face because it's going to stick that way.
Right.
Only this is true. If you stand like that all the time, you are going to look like that. And you don't want that. Oh my God.
No, it's not cool to have a crippling back disease.
No. There's nothing so
wonderful. Anyway, that's started there, I guess. And then I think once I got into high school, being in marching band, I played snare. And
that'll do it.
I think I overcorrected it a bit, where I was always leaning way back.
Yeah.
Probably not well, more than I should.
Well, especially having a carrier and a freaking heavy drum. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You're probably a skinny guy back then. So you probably helped to go back
very much.
That weight balance.
Exactly. So I knew I wanted to have good posture, and I think I just kind of took it a little too far and had this big lean back. So then I guess I had that. I brought that onto the kit too, and I never really do that till I eventually took a lesson with Elich in 2020 or something like that.
Yeah.
That kind of started because for some grip issues, honestly. I'm still crying from that last bit, man. Gotta wipe these tears away, man. That's funny.
Awesome, yeah. It was an emotional moment.
But I was having some grip issues at the time. My arm was locking up something terrible. And I was like, this isn't right. I'm 19 years old. Here's this guy I've been seeing advertised all over Instagram who seems to know what to do about this. Let me take a lesson. And he fixed that very quickly, and that made a difference. But another thing he pointed out was my posture, and that I was sitting a little low and leaning back like this a bit. So he corrected that and got me sitting what felt like was way too far forward, but was really, I guess, upright.
Yeah.
And that just kind of stuck with that.
So just the one lesson with Dave.
Yeah, honestly.
Was that a remote?
I did. I think I might have done two.
Okay,
I can't remember, but that was the main takeaway is that and the grip issue.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these things aren't hard. Just having that awareness, having someone point it out.
That's why I'm so passionate about having a teacher. Still to this day, if you're not aware of something, then you'll never know how. You'll never know.
And as we know, habits are really hard to change.
Exactly.
They really are.
Yeah.
It's just valuable to have an outside perspective from someone that you respect.
Oh,
period.
100%.
It's just having somebody and allowing them that input into your life.
Absolutely.
Okay. And because nothing that these people tell you is well, this is the gold standard. It means it's gospel because they said it. It's true across the board. That doesn't exist.
No,
but what does
absolutely.
exist is somebody who can look at you from outside of you and go, well, you say you're experiencing this. Oh, so-and-so said their elbow's hurting. Well, I'm watching them play the snare drum and they're playing it like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, your elbow hurts?
I wonder why.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny how that works.
I'm sure if I talk to this person, I'm like, Just so you know.
Do you know you're doing this? Because
they don't know. They don't know. You just need another human person.
And it'll change your life. It'll literally change your life.
Overnight.
100%. So I'm such an advocate for education all around and studying with a mentor. It's anybody who can offer you something that you're looking for or don't even know you're looking for.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably take lessons to the day I die as far as I'm concerned.
I think
I'm all about it. So
how often are you doing that, grabbing lessons?
Right now, usually once or twice a month, I'd say. I was with Mark for a good bit of last year, and I started doing some stuff with Kevin Murphy lately.
Cool.
Nice.
Absolute beast, man.
I've heard he's got a big right foot.
He has it. Well, it's a little injured right now.
Yeah. Is it? Okay.
Yeah, did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he had some sort of infection in his right leg.
Yeah.
And had to play some of these recent party gigs left-footed.
Oh my gosh.
And just still crushed it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Of course.
Because he's just a beast.
Yeah.
But Kevin's been great to work with. He's a chops monster, but he we don't really work on that stuff. It's we're doing a lot of stuff that's practical to what we're doing in the real world right now, and trying to make what I do for my job as easy and effortless as possible, and being as overqualified for the job as we can get. That's what it's all about.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yes.
Yep. You want headroom.
Oh, exactly.
Yep.
And it feels great, going into a gig and just being able to cruise. That's the best feeling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember we did a tour back in November with Dustin Lynch. I know you guys had Billy on recently.
Yeah, sure did.
One of my absolute favorite guys out there, man.
Dude, I love that guy. I just grabbed coffee with him the other day. It was
nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. See, he's with you guys now, I think.
He is. He sure is. Yeah.
Love that.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would watch Billy every night on that tour and just obsess over everything he was doing, man. And just we hung out a lot backstage after, and just had some great talks. And that without spilling too much tea, that crew likes to have a good time. They have nothing bad.
Yeah.
But
it's okay. He already spilled the tea on his episode.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, that's right. He did. It's they have their warm up.
Yeah.
An hour before showtime, where they start having drinks and all that, and getting loose. And we always partook in that too, and that's how we all got along so well. Yeah, but but he's like, yeah, man, we can do this because we put so much time and effort into rehearsals and getting this as effortless as possible, so that we can.
That's the payoff. Yep. Yeah,
we have a little. Yeah,
that's the difference. They're not just slacking partying. They're professionals overly, so they can do both. So they can still party and be free on stage.
Exactly, and that band is so fucking good.
Yeah, I just saw them play. Well, I didn't see him, but I saw he posted from Red Rocks with a beautiful pearl kit.
It's sharp.
It's all decked out.
It's really good looking.
Looks sick. Yeah.
But honestly, that concept is why bands like Pantera are so terrifying to me. They would get smashed and then get up and just destroy.
Scary.
How fucking tight were you guys in rehearsal?
Yeah,
right, exactly.
It's so fucking scary, dude. That's a great example too. That's a really good example. And man. So I kind of have a little bit of that mentality. Not that I want to dive into being a part. I'm not trying to be an alcoholic on there. My job is everything. I will never sacrifice what I do. I'm never going to be the guy that's going to get blackout drunk on a gig and fumble everything. That's everything. Mm-hmm. But we still like to have a good time out there, and that's part of the industry, man.
Sure.
It is, and I could dive into this side of things too. On a more serious side of things, it's everybody has a different relationship with that side of things, and I think if you're getting into the touring side of the industry, it'll be something you come across, and some people won't have an issue with it, or they will be unaffected by it. Some people, that side of things can test you a lot, and there's a lot of temptations, if you want, whatever you want to call it, out there that you have to be on your best and know how you're going to handle, because at the end of the day, you're there for a job, and that's the most important thing. Don't want to sacrifice that or your reputation in the town.
Yeah.
So it's just something I think new people in the town should always be aware of where where you sit with it in your relationship with those kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's great advice.
Yeah.
Kind of know your limits, and I mean, you'll discover your limits.
Yeah.
You know, because when you're new, you don't necessarily have that context, or maybe you do, but
yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, Broadway sure did that to me my first couple, first year, and then after that I was burned out. Yeah, it's you have to figure it out somewhere or another, and as long as you don't fuck it up too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel that I honestly I don't drink and play. I just can't. My hands don't work.
I made I think that's great. I made another resolution for this year that I was done drinking on Broadway.
Yeah.
So I've stuck to that. I have no interest in next. It sucks. Yeah. Same thing. You feel so sluggish and heavy.
Like, dude, in 4 hours, I'm like, man,
forget it. Yeah.
How do people do this? I actually don't understand. Know. But it's that same thing where some people are like, well, and that, you know, whatever. If you can do that and be healthy and whatever, then that's no judgment. But but I can't do it. I know I can't.
Yeah, man. And I respect the shit out of anybody that goes into it with that, you know, clean mindset and can do it at the level you do.
Oh, you don't need to respect me. I'm just a wimp. I just can't handle it.
No, dude. I think it's inspiring. It really is. On a personal level, like it's a thing for me. That's like, I can sometimes feel like if we all go to a show like all straight, like things can feel a little like, even if we are well rehearsed, like, I don't know if you're just in your head a little more. Things feel, like don't always feel as smooth as if we are like one or two deep. And like, that's been a mindset thing. Again, I've like had to figure out how I feel with that, because like I care about my health, as as I mentioned. I'm like, I want to prioritize that, but like also the side of playing that, if I go back and listen to the board tapes, like I can tell sometimes I do play more confidently, it sounds like, if I am one or two deep. And that's like, that didn't always sit right with me. Yeah. Because like, I don't know.
Because you want to just be able to get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why can't I just access that headspace without this thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why, again, I say to young people, like, figure out where you sit with that.
Yeah.
It's
because the jazz dudes, their solution to that, like, couldn't get in the headspace without heroin. Like,
literally.
Charlotte Parker's like, I got to get my head straight. Got to go outside for a minute. Like, yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And then come in and just destroy. You're like,
right.
Well, the result's great, but
getting there was like,
I don't know.
It's a little much. Right.
I don't think heroin's for me personally. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I'm definitely with you there. Yeah.
I appreciate you bringing that topic up. I think there's really a deeper thing to all of that than.
I didn't mean to turn into an AA meeting or anything like that.
Well, no, I think in terms of like kind of activating that sort of calmness to you, to before you go on stage. I think alcohol is just one mechanism. I think there's other. I think that can manifest in other ways.
Yeah.
Especially with like, I just use the word vibes and hanging with your crew beforehand.
Yeah.
I just had this recently because I was filling in for an artist this weekend, and I think I'm normally someone that gets maybe a little bit more, rigid right before, a little bit tense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was super prepped. And we had a lot of downtime, so we went to see the new Michael Jackson movie. Actually, we went to the theaters. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't even know it was out. So, but I was like, I was being like, well, shit. Well, what time do we gotta go to the venue? This movie's 2 hours long, and there's trailers. Yeah. I was like getting like a little bit rigid, and then we went, and I played probably the best show I've ever played as a fill-in position. Like, I crushed it.
Funny how that works.
But I felt so, and I think it's because like we were all just having so much fun. We just went to the movies.
Yeah.
Like, these are my guys. I got their back.
Yeah.
And so like I think in that sense it wasn't the alcohol. It was going to the movies.
Yeah, just team chemistry kind of stuff. That's a great point, honestly. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
And being in a camp that y'all can share the same sort of vibe in that way, and like that makes a difference, because it can be tough being the lone person in a camp where you don't know exactly where you fit in whatever way that might be. And, so that's again, I always say if you can find a gig or land a gig where everybody's just all homies and all vibes, and that's worth a lot.
It sounds like you have that with Walker.
We do, man.
Yeah,
I'm really I love those guys to death, man.
Yeah.
And it's growing too. We just added a sound guy in for this tour in front of house, and
Sick.
it's just they're just great guys, man. We don't get tired of each other. That's what it's all about.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah. You've heard of Drum Supply, but you gotta see their shop. It's a drum shop experience like no other. They're packed with all the gear a working drummer needs, and so many parts, noise toys, and accessories. It's a toy store. Curated cymbals, kits, and snares. The hands-on percussion room is nuts, and their custom shop work is fast and affordable. Andy and the guys know their stuff, and they're ready to help. And the big news? They've just moved to an awesome new location near the corner of East Trinity Lane and Dickerson Pike. Still in East Nashville, just a couple miles from their old spot, the all-new Drum Supply is twice as big, featuring a dedicated cymbal room, a lesson space, and even more drum gear than ever. Go see the new Drum Supply shop for yourself. Now open 11 to 5 at 2211 Dickerson Pike and online at drumsupply.com.
I think the only thing we haven't discussed is maybe just home recording. I know that's something that you've been getting into more in the past few years. And
A little bit, yeah. Not just it's been nothing too serious. Just got a little home,
humble abode, as we all
humble abode.
We all start somewhere. You know?
Exactly.
You may get some good sounds though. I mean, especially that rock drum set. Like check, you've got it. Like
that's
you know?
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man. That's trying to find where exactly my niche fits in with that side of things. And, so I might shoot. I think last year I might have done 20 some tracks out of the house, which is always nice. Any kind of work in that side of things is great.
Hey, that's not zero.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take
That's
what
pretty
I can get.
significant,
Yeah. I this year I've been doing a little more stuff outside of the house and going some other studios and working with a guy named Justin Eckerd, produces a band called Old 60. We go up to White House to his spot, and he's working with some TikTok artists that he finds and that are good and want to develop them and grow them a bit. So go in and do some tracks with him and some of my buddies, and so that's been kind of the thing going on this year. And haven't been doing as much around the house besides that, but man, I'm always happy to do it.
Yeah. Would you say that's kind of a long-term
Absolutely.
goal of yours, just to develop that more?
Definitely so, man. Yeah. It's one of those things too. Like, I want to build more of a setup, but knowing that I'm not going to be in this house that I'm living in now for another year, like I want to buy a place I'm renting right now. So I'm like, man, I may as well just hold off till I start building that up somewhere I can really build out and get into how I want it.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
dude, you're well on your way. I mean,
I'm trying, man.
You got the right mindset, as we've talked about, and the right attitude, and I'm excited to get you back on here in a few years and
thank you, man.
See everything else you've accomplished.
I always say, and y'all had Dango on here recently too. He was another one of the guys I first met when I moved to town and got coffee with, and some of the best advice he ever gave me was that basically what he does, he just spreads he doesn't have all his eggs in one basket, man. He's teaching lessons. He's got a great touring gig. He's playing Broadway, and he's doing sessions. Like that's all I really wanted to do, man. Same thing he does. That's my ideal.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
A diverse portfolio.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well see all those different seeds and see how they blossom.
See
differently. And 1 year, as he said, 1 year it's this tree, it's the touring gig. The next year it's Broadway, or that touring gig's gone, but now I have lessons. So
exactly.
You never really know.
Exactly, man. It's exciting time, man. Just still being, I guess 4 years in the town. I don't know if you want to call that new, but less than 10 years is, still got a lot of things to accomplish and room to grow.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what you do with it, man.
Oh, well, likewise with you guys, man.
Well, let's do some wrap ups then.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
You want to start?
Why don't you start?
What do you think the best non-business card item would be, or a best or funniest non-business card item to put a QR code on?
That's a good question.
Like if you saw a QR code on this object, And you would be like, okay, I got to find out what that is. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a great question. I feel like I've come across something like that recently, and I'm trying to think.
I only ask because I was recently thinking about lasering a QR code to like Instagram or whatever onto some potatoes and passing them around downtown. And just seeing if that works.
Honestly, I love that. It's just the most random thing you can think of.
What item? What would you put it on?
I feel like, oh man, I feel like a golf ball would be.
Oh yeah, okay. I like
That's
that.
cool. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like you find them everywhere if you're out golfing or something.
And then you wouldn't want to hit it through someone's window, but if they had like an open window,
right,
you could just like throw it in there and they'd be like, what the fuck? There's a golf
This
ball
is so
in here?
random. Yeah,
It's a QR code. Nice.
something you could put in a mailbox. I feel like
That's true.
then you could just
Oh yeah.
Like a grenade or something.
that's what I was thinking. That's totally what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, the first, like there's something in my mailbox that's not mail. I'm immediately like mail bomb. This is a mail bomb. Someone's trying to kill me. Who's trying to assassinate me?
Exactly.
It's just a Whataburger coupon or something.
Yeah.
I'd rather have someone try to assassinate me.
Oh my god. Okay.
Not a Whataburger fan?
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. Good segue. Yeah. My question. We touched on the fried chicken earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your go-to spots for food, drinks, coffee? Whatever?
Yeah, Hattie B's for the chicken.
Hattie B's, not Prince's. Okay.
Hattie B's for the chicken.
What's your spice level? How hot?
I can't handle the heat, man.
Yeah, same.
I'm a baby, dude.
You and me both.
I don't have that dog in me. I really don't. So I'm just there for the flavor,
Love
man.
it,
Just
love
the
it.
chicken. I think they have great chicken. I like the bun, whatever you call it.
Yeah, good sides too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they've got a good seasoning going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Besides that, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can't speak much to coffee. But one thing I'll say, I haven't found much good Chinese food around here. I'll say we had so many options in Pennsylvania, right? Like they were in every plaza.
Literally before I was on a phone call right before coming here, and like there are two things I want in life, and I'm like good communication and some goddamn decent Chinese food in Nashville.
Dude, well, I have something for you. If you're willing to make the trip, I live out in Laverne, down 24 towards Borough.
Okay.
There's a place by my house called Mexichina. It is a crossover of Mexican restaurant and Chinese restaurant. So you can get a margarita, chips and salsa, and some General Tso's chicken.
Oh my god, that sounds
Fucking
amazing.
awesome, man.
Okay,
I want to go there with you. Yeah, that sounds good.
It's so good.
Can
man.
we go and make content there together?
I think that would be awesome, dude. I think we should.
We're
just gonna
that's it.
talk about the food as we eat it.
Let's just totally set up cameras and mics at the table and have them be very confused.
Yes, and get
so
all
you guys food bloggers? No. This is a drumming podcast.
in an ASMR thing. We make sure we get all the
Exactly. Yeah.
all the sounds in there.
They want the sounds of the chip and they want to see all the salsa in my beard, which it will be.
1,000%.
Oh yeah,
No shame in the game.
all part of the game.
Yeah.
That was my question. So you're up next. You got one.
Oh, well, no, I'm going to bring back a classic for this one.
Yes.
What is your favorite noodle?
Have you ever had pancit?
I don't think so.
It's a okay, well that's
God,
it's
I'm
not
happy
a
that
type
I
of,
asked
I guess
this
it's technically an egg noodle in it, but it's a Filipino dish with I think it's egg noodle and like chicken. I don't even know what else is in it. I got an uncle that cooks it and it's fucking awesome.
Is he Filipino?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. But it's awesome. Great cooking.
Dude, yeah. Big lumpia fan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge lumpia and chicken adobo.
Oh, yeah.
Big on that, man.
Okay.
So I would say egg noodles, probably my favorite.
Great. All right, you can stay.
Good.
What's
Good.
what's your current favorite drumming accessory item in the stick bag or that's in the backpack on the drum riser that you need or you have that every time?
Man, I'm gonna do a little shameless shout out. I've got a thing called a quick key that I work with indoors. It's a little drum key. You just put on the lug, but it's got like a cylinder on top that you can put your finger in and just spin like this. And it's super quick and easy. Just quick way to change a head. I mean, if I'm just tuning a drum, I use it regularly, but if I need to change a head quickly, whatever it might be, you throw 2 of them on, just do this motion all around, and you're done in like a few seconds.
I'll have to check that out.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
I just bought the Dario, the Evans.
That thing's cool too. They pull
turnkey, pull rod key, pull cord drum key.
Yeah.
Those things are wild.
The lawnmower starter.
Exactly.
That's what it is. It looks like it. I have to try that, but it looks
okay. So the company's called Quick Key.
Quick Key, yeah.
And you have an endorsement with them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tony and Steven.
Hell yeah.
Down in Texas.
Do they exhibit at the drum show ever?
That's a good question, man. I'll have to look into that. I just kind of started working with them late last year. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick. Any other endorsements?
Nothing on the books right now, but cymbal company, Turkish cymbals. Kind of in talks with them. I'm supposed to go down and meet them. They're in just outside of Atlanta. I'm going to go see them on Tuesday. And,
nice.
Said they want to bring me on. Just waiting for some budget things to kind of clear up. And I love what they do, man. I've been playing their stuff for almost a year now, and they got a bunch of great options and just super rich sounding cymbals. And I don't know, man. I'm like, if I like it, I like it. I'm going to stick with it. I've been playing Mapex a lot of my life, and
yes, you have.
I have a bit of a relationships going on with them too, but nothing on paper, nothing like that. But I love
you're building it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, if I love the product and I love what it is, man, I'm gonna play that. That's how it should be. Yeah. I believe in that and stick with it.
And last one, where do you want these nice people listening to find and follow you?
Yes. You can find me on Instagram at, I should spell this, LZAJDEL Music. It's L Zajdel Music. Facebook, Luke Zajdel Music. I think I have a YouTube account too nowadays. I've had that for a while. Luke Zajdel Music there as well. And I think L Zajdel Music on TikTok too. That's I think all the socials.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude, well, this has been awesome.
Man, this has been a real treat.
Appreciate you finally coming on and good to learn more about your journey here. And,
well, thank you guys for letting me share that. Man, this has been a real treat and looking forward to it for a while now.
Appreciate that.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Nashville Drummers Podcast. If you liked it, please consider leaving us a review on the Apple Podcast app.
Please consider supporting us on Patreon. For $5 a month, you can help support this dream and keep the ball rolling for us. Believe it or not, it's not free or even necessarily cheap for us to make this thing go. To sign up, go to patreon.com/Nashville Drummers Podcast or click the link in our Instagram bio. All of your help is greatly appreciated.
Visit our website, NashvilleDrummersPodcast.com, where you can listen to all past episodes, learn more about myself and Nate, and buy all your favorite Nashville Drummers Podcast merch, including t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, hats, and drum heads. Connect with us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at Nashville Drummers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.